as you can see, it's not a very pleasant Sunday morning for several people living in several North Indian states because of the monsoon fury. Overall, in India, the rainfall that we received today is 81% above normal according to the Met Department. And as you can see in those visuals, the rain fury is being seen across several North Indian states, including Delhi, Himachal Pradesh and Punjab as well. So let's just take you through how bad the situation is across several states. We are going to focus in this show on 4 states that are Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, the national capital and Jammu and Kashmir, which have seen a bad impact of monsoon fury. In fact, the heavy rainfall that India has seen at large and specifically the North Indian states over the last 2 days has really exposed the civic infrastructure of our most developed cities with intense waterlogging and traffic scene. If we also look at the death toll, at least 12 people have lost their lives across North Indian states because of this heavy rainfall. In Jammu and Kashmir, 2 people were washed away in the floods that have been caused by the heavy rainfall. The national capital recorded its highest July rain in over 4 decades. That's how bad it is. And as a result of all of this, schools have been shut in Delhi, in Ghaziabad and in Himachal Pradesh as well. So while that is the overall picture of how bad the situation currently is, let's take a look at these particular states. Well, there was heavy rainfall in Himachal Pradesh. The water level had gone up in the Beas River, as you can see in those visuals, and there were landslides as well in Himachal Pradesh that blocked the Kullu-Manali road. These are visuals we're showing you from Kullu in Himachal Pradesh. Cars were washed away because of this extremely heavy rainfall, because remember, in Himachal Pradesh the rainfall has been close to 10 times above normal according to what the Met Department is telling us. A bridge that the Beas River, as you can see, is really overflowing there in Kullu. Even a bridge that was connecting the Atut Panjar was washed away as the Beas River flowed ferociously in the Mandi district of Himachal Pradesh. There you can see the visuals of the Beas River. The NDRF was also conducting these rescue operations to rescue people who were stranded because of the overflowing Beas River there in Kullu. So that's how bad the situation is. Several cars flooded, several cars washed away, extremely heavy traffic there because this is also a time when several tourists also go there, and heavy rains even triggered landslides and flash floods. It damaged houses and paralyzed normal life, and authorities have ordered the closure of schools and colleges for 2 days in Himachal Pradesh. Several people unfortunately have been feared dead as well. There you can see the portion of the national highway has been disrupted. 3 people washed away by the Beas River in Kullu in Himachal Pradesh. Traffic has been affected on the national highway because of course that the portion of the national highway, as you can see, has been washed away because of the overflowing Beas River. This is the National Highway 3 that we're showing you, the Kullu-Manali National Highway. A portion of that has been washed away because of this intense rainfall. A water canal also overflowed near the Kullu bus stand in Himachal Pradesh. Bridges have been washed away as well. From Himachal Pradesh, let's now focus on Punjab, and these are absolutely shocking visuals we are getting from Dera Basi in Punjab's Mohali district. It might be hard for you to spot there. There you can see rescue operations also going on. But it might be hard for you to spot at the first sight that there are actually cars here that have completely submerged in the water. I'm going to show you those cars. These are cars that have been submerged in the Dera Basi area in the Mohali district of Punjab. This is a society, this is the Gulmohar city extension in Punjab's Dera Basi, and cars have been completely submerged. The visuals that we showed you earlier, in those cars were completely submerged. In these visuals, cars have been submerged to a large extent. There you can see these are cars. And only roofs of these cars are visible because of the intense rainfall that has submerged cars entirely. This is a housing society that we are talking about in the Dera Basi area of Punjab's Mohali. Extremely bad situation there. In fact, rescue operations were also underway. There was a boat brought in to rescue people. The water has reached the first floor, as you can see. So cars have been submerged. The ground floor has been pretty much completely submerged in this housing society, and the water reached the first floor. These are visuals now from Hoshiarpur in Punjab, where people are really practically swimming through waist-deep water. So normal life has been completely disrupted in these several North Indian states, particularly Punjab, Himachal Pradesh, National Capital, and Jammu and Kashmir as well. People have, as you can see in those visuals, people have been forced to walk through knee-deep water and even waist-deep water in these areas, such as Hoshiarpur in Punjab. That's how bad the situation is, and it's really exposing how these developed parts, how so many areas of our country that several leaders boast about the civic infrastructure, but this is the time when it really comes to the fore and shows us how bad the situation is. Now, let's focus on Jammu and Kashmir. The Amarnath Yatra has been suspended for the third day due to bad weather. It was suspended earlier in the day, though now it has been resumed, and around 50,000 yatris were stranded at camps, and they were waiting for the Yatra to resume, and it was suspended for the third straight day for bad weather. Though it has resumed partially, stranded yatris at the base camps have now been allowed to proceed and perform darshan after an improvement in the weather conditions. As the Srinagar-Jammu highway is closed due to the sinking of the road and landslides, no fresh batch of yatris have been allowed to leave Jammu and go for the Amarnath Yatra. So that's how bad the situation is in Jammu and Kashmir. Extremely concerning situation there as well, with officials there, the police there working to bring the situation under control, but the Amarnath Yatra was suspended. Now, Jammu and Kashmir, let's now travel to the national capital. None other than the Delhi Finance Minister, the number 2 in the Delhi cabinet, Atishi, walked down the road. This is ITO, which comes in central Delhi. Mind you, this is one of the most important, one of the most busy parts of the national capital. The ITO intersection is the busiest during peak hours. As you can see, there's intense traffic there, intense waterlogging, and even the minister, as you can see, she's walking through this knee-deep water, almost knee-deep water at ITO in the national capital. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the most developed parts of the city, as our ministers call them, developed parts, and this is the national capital which we are talking about. So these are developed cities of our country, and their civic infrastructure has been completely exposed due to this monsoon. Year after year, this is the situation that we see. Even in Connaught Place, which is one of the most popular destinations for Delhiites on a Sunday, Connaught Place also saw intense waterlogging, and the minister, these are visuals that we are showing you of Connaught Place, which is one of the most popular destinations for Delhiites to hang out on a Sunday, but today the evening wasn't pleasant at all, because you can see it has become so hard to just travel to these popular places and just walk around, because there's waterlogging and water going to the extent, as you can see, the people there walking through this water as intense waterlogging continues since rain. There has been incessant rain for close to 2 days in the national capital. Let's also listen in to what the Delhi Minister Atishi says on the waterlogging condition.
ये 40 साल का रिकॉर्ड पिछले 24 घंटे में दिल्ली में टूटा है, तो जो भी स्वाभाविक बात है कि जो भी तैयारी होती है मॉनसून के हिसाब से, वो पिछले 5-7 साल में क्या वेदर पैटर्न रहा है उसके हिसाब से रही है। दिल्ली में पिछले 5-7 साल में मैक्सिमम बारिश तकरीबन 100 mm की रही है, जिसकी तैयारी हमने दिल्ली भर में करी हुई थी। अब 150 mm बारिश की भी तैयारी हम कर रहे हैं। देखिए, जब 150 mm बारिश होगी, हमें भी कैपेसिटी बढ़ाने में 1 से 2 दिन का तो समय लगना ही है। अब हम लगातार वेदर डिपार्टमेंट से भी टच में हैं कि क्या परिस्थिति बन रही है।
So as you heard the Delhi Minister Atishi saying that Delhi has set a record. It's the highest rainfall that the national capital has seen in the month of July in over 4 decades. So let's just look at how above normal the rainfall that Delhi has received and the entire country has received is really. This is the information that we are getting from the Met Department, and overall all India rainfall is 81% above normal on 9th of July, which is today. If you look at the state-wise data in western Uttar Pradesh, Pradesh, the rainfall was over 3 times above normal, which is an increase of over 200%. In Uttarakhand, the rainfall that the state has received today is over 2 times above the normal there as well. If we talk about Haryana, Chandigarh and Delhi, there the rainfall is also around 9 times above normal, and that's why we're seeing such bad conditions there. In Delhi, the rainfall has been almost 9 times above normal. In Punjab, over 12 times above normal. In Himachal Pradesh, almost 13 times above normal. In Jammu and Kashmir, 10 times above normal. And in West Rajasthan, it has been over 4 times above normal. That shows you how bad the situation is. So in Delhi, in India overall, usually this time of the year, we receive rainfall of around 8.7 millimeters on a day. That's data from the Met Department, but today we've received rainfall of 15.8 millimeters, which is 81% above rainfall. If we talk about Delhi, Haryana, Chandigarh and Delhi, usually these states receive rainfall of about 4.5 millimeters, but today they've received rainfall of 39.9 millimeters, which is also an increase of around 8 times. So that shows you how this situation is really breaking records and how it's very above normal.